So good evening everyone. This is Kanna Babu. Today we'll discuss about MongoDB. In the last two videos we have discussed about the need of database and difference between SQL and NoSQL database, what is the structure of the database tables, differences and everything we have discussed. Today we'll discuss about data modeling in MongoDB. Is it clear? Data modeling means let us see how to what is the structure of the MongoDB database, how the tables will look like, and all these concepts. So generally, in relational database management system, the data will be stored in the form of tables, which is collection of rows and columns. But in MongoDB, NoSQL database systems, the data will be stored in the form of collections. Collection is nothing but group of documents. Collection is nothing but group of documents. Here the data will be stored in the form of collections. Is it clear? So normally here you see in the MongoDB database can contain one or more collections. Here collection is nothing but table, document is nothing but row. Here the data will be stored in the form of key and value pair format, or in the form of list, or in the form of array, or in the form of nested document. Document based database is MongoDB. So if you observe in relational database management system, you have database. In database, the data will be stored in the form of tables. Table is nothing but a collection of rows and columns. In MongoDB, table is considered as collection, row is considered as document, column is considered as field. Is it clear? So today we'll see what are the different data models that are available, and how to create the practical orientation will start from Monday. Today we'll just discuss about the structure of the database documents and the fields and all these concepts we'll discuss. Okay. So generally MongoDB provides two types of data models. One is embedded data model, other one is normalized data model. Embedded data model and normalized data model. So here let us say one small example, something like this. I want to create a database to maintain the employee details. I want to create a database to maintain the employee details, like employee information, like employee number. Employee details are nothing but what? Employee basic details. Similarly, employee personal details. Similarly, employee contact details. Similarly, employee address details. I want to design a database table. Is it clear? Where I want to maintain the employee personal details. Employee personal details means what? In employee personal details, I want to maintain the. Please stop your video, all of you. Please mute your video. Employee personal details means employee first name, similarly employee last name, similarly employee date of birth I want to maintain. Employee contact details I want to maintain. Contact details means what? I want to maintain the employee email ID, and I want to maintain the employee phone number, something like this. And I want to maintain the employee address details also. Address details means what? I want to maintain the employee city details, similarly area details, similarly state details. Is it clear? For example, let us say I'll write some dummy data here. 101 employee first name I'll give Anil, last name I'll give Kumar, date of birth I'll give 26 something like that, some 97. Email ID I'll give anil@gmail.com. Phone number I'll give some dummy number. City I will try to give some Hyderabad. Area I will try to give some Amirpet. And each state I will give some Telangana state. This is one employee details. Yes or no? Similarly, I want to store another employee details. So if I want to store this data in normal RDBMS databases, it is not possible actually to, if your data is in this model, it is not possible to store the data. Here you see how you, because it is not in the form of table. If you observe clearly, here you see, here we can see something like this. It will be something like this. This is your employee number, and here you have first name, last name, and date of birth. Is it clear? This is your email ID. So my table structure is like this. If you really prepare any document, you can prepare the document like this. Yes or no? This is your email ID, phone number. This is your contact details. This is your personal details. Employee number, this one. This is your contact details. This is your address details. Something like this. Yes or no? So again, here you have again 3 records are there. So this structure is not supported by what? Your relational database management system. All of you, please stop your video, mute your video, please. It will disturb the other people. Please keep your video and mute. This email ID and phone number here you see. This is your city, area, and what? State. So in relational database management system like SQL Server or Oracle, it is not possible to design the database table in this format. Yes or no? Because there are some card rules we have to follow, normalization rules we need to follow. What are the rules? Single cell consists of single value. Each record must be unique. But here you see, in one column you cannot split as a sub columns. But in NoSQL databases, you can consider your table as one collection, row as one document. Document is nothing but row. One employee information is one document. Two employees information is two documents. So in collection is nothing but table. So database is nothing but group of collections. One table is one collection. Multiple tables may exist in the single database. So database is group of collections. Here I can create one database here. This is my database. Database is nothing but group of collection. Collection is nothing but group of what? Documents. Document 1, document 2, document 3, so on. And again, one important point here, in relational databases, it will follow the schema, but here it will not follow the schema. The document content may not be same. Did you understand? The document content may not be same here. Is it my requirement is what I want to maintain the employee details, like employee personal details, contact details, as well as address details. But if you go for relational database management system, the data will be stored in the form of tables, which is collection of rows and columns. But here this type of document you cannot create the table in relational database management system. But in NoSQL, here the structure is totally different. Here we are discussing about data modeling. MongoDB supports two types of data modeling. One is embedded data model, other one is normalized data model. Embedded data model means based on the requirement, you can use the models while preparing your document. Let us see the same structure. The same structure I will try to maintain by using my NoSQL DB here. Here I'll write this is my embedded database now. Right click. Here I'll try to create. Is it clear? Here I'll try to maintain my database. I'll try to maintain. This is your relational database, but this is not possible. Practically, it is not possible to store the data in this format. When you work with relational database, practically it is not possible to maintain the data in this format. Did you understand? I want to maintain the employee details like employee basic details, personal details, contact details, as well as address. I want to maintain these details. Okay. Please all of you disable your videos because it will use more internet and it will create a problem for a lot of students. So now we'll go for embedded database. So how to store? Actually here the data will be stored in the form of objects. Document is nothing but objects. Your data will be stored in the form of objects here. Your data will be stored in the form of what? Objects. In embedded database or in MongoDB NoSQL database, the data will be stored in the form of objects. So I want to maintain the employee details. So here the document can be represented with these brackets. Same like JSON format, only the data will be there. Here I'll give I want to maintain the employee details. Bracket open, bracket close. Here I want to give the employee number. Employee number colon, proper field name, variable name colon value. Variable is nothing but field. And generally in object-oriented programming, you will declare one class employee bracket open bracket close. Here you will declare some variables int e number, something like string e name, something like double salary, Like this you will maintain, no? Here table is nothing but one collection, row is nothing but one object. Is it clear? And these all documents may not be same, may not consist of same data. It may be different data also. Is it clear, everyone? So here let us see what I am telling here. I want to maintain the same data in the form of NoSQL database. Here I'll create one collection. What is my collection means table name. My table name is employee, and here I'll try to store the employee number. Here I'll try to maintain the employee number like EMP number colon. Here you can give some value. I'll try to give 101. Is it clear? And then I want to maintain the employee personal data. Employee personal data. Here I'll try to maintain personal data. Personal data I want to maintain something like this. Personal data colon. Here what is the personal data? Here I will try to maintain in the form of collection. Then these are called as subdocuments actually. Within the root document we are creating the subdocument. Personal data. Here I will try to write something like first name colon. Some name I will give Anil. And here I will try to give some last name. Last name colon. Here I will try to give some Kumar. This type of data, if you want to store, it is not supported by relational database, but it will support by NoSQL database, especially MongoDB. Date of birth colon, here you can give some 1999, some 08, some 26, something like that. This is one employee personal data. This is employee personal data. Yes or no? And similarly, I will try to maintain the employee contact information. So here you can declare something like this: contact. Key and value pair format. Document will maintain the data in the form of key and value pair format. Key is the field name, value is the value. So here I want to maintain the phone number. Phone number colon, some number I will try to give something like this. Any number you can give, and comma. Here I want to give the email ID. Your email ID colon, I'll try to give some abc.def@gmail.com, something like that I will try to give. So I want to maintain the employee basic personal information, and I want to maintain the employee contact information, and I want to maintain the employee address information. You can maintain the data in this format. This type of data, if you want to store in relational databases, you have to create multiple tables, establish the relation, lot of setup will be there. City colon, I will try to give some Hyderabad, and here I'll try to give some area. Here I'll try to give some area colon, I'll try to give some Gachibowli, and here I'll try to give some state name. Here I'll try to give some state colon, some Telangana I will try to give. Son everyone. So this is one document. This is how I can store the data in the form of, this is called as embedded document. Data modeling is of two types in MongoDB. One is what? Embedded data modeling, other one is normalized data model. Embedded data model and normalized data model. Here the data will be stored in the form of table. This is not possible actually. In a relational database management system, storing the data in this format is not possible. So coming to here, this is embedded data model. Here I am trying to, this is one document actually. This is one document. This is another document. This is another document. No need to maintain the schema here actually. Did you understand everyone? In SQL database, we need to maintain the schema. In relational database, no need to maintain the schema. The content may not be same. This is document 1, this is document 2, this is document 3. The group of documents are available in one collection. Collection is nothing but group of documents. In our language, table is nothing but one collection. Row is nothing but one document here. That's what I'm telling here. Database table is nothing but a collection. Row is nothing but document. Column is nothing but field. In MongoDB, the data will be designed in this format. Collection is nothing but group of documents. And these documents data may not be same. Here if you see, this is one document. Personal data, this is separate. Contact information is separate. Address is separate. These three documents are available in one employee. This type of we'll try to store the data. Yeah, if you want to create one more, this is one employee information. If you want to create one more employee information, you can keep comma and continue. Like that is a document based database. The data will be stored in the form of documents. Did you understand? This is only one employee information I stored. Another employee information is another document. 100 employees means 100 documents. These all documents are kept in one collection. Mostly unstructured data. To handle unstructured data, we'll use this MongoDB. Did you understand, everyone? This is about embedded database. Embedded document data model means what? Storing the complete document information in one. Storing the complete information in one document. That is embedded data model. In this model, you can you have to embed all the related data in one document. It is also known as denormalized data model. Denormalized data model. Generally, normalization means what? It is a database design technique which is used to reduce the redundancy and dependency of data. At the time of designing the database, we need to follow some rules. In the last video, I already discussed about some ACID principles and the CAP principles. Okay, but this normalization is different actually. Is it clear? EF code in relational database management system will follow some normalization techniques. Did you understood? This is embedded data model. This is embedded data model. In this model, you have to keep all the related information in one particular single document. So total related information you have to keep in a single document. That is about your embedded database data model. Similarly, coming to unnormalized data model. Sorry, normalized. This is also called as unnormalized data model. Now coming to normalized data model. In normalized data model, what to do? You create separate documents. Create separate documents, and you have to establish the relation between these documents. That is normalized data model. How to do that one? Let us see here. I'll try to open. Here I'll try to create my normalized data model. How to create? Let us see. In normalized data model, you have to create a separate documents, multiple documents. Here, if you observe clearly, this is one document. Personal data is one document. Contact data is one document. Address is one document. Employee number is one document. So totally, how many documents you have to create? 4 documents you have to create. This is document 1. This is document 2. This is document 3. This is document 4. So you can create what? 4 documents you have to create. Every document you have to give what? Some ID. That is mandatory here. Every document must be identified with some ID. Is it clear, everyone? And in this embedded document, what you observed clearly, all the information is stored in one document. See, though this is one document, this is another. These all 4 are kept inside employee. But now in a normalized database designing, what to do means you design the separate documents, create as an individual documents. Let us say I will show you. Here I'll try to create one employee, bracket open, bracket close, and I want to maintain the employee. I'll give some ID for every document. Mandatory is, if you want to design a normalized document, what to do means you have to create a separate ID for each and every document. Here I'll give some ID for this document. Some ID I'll give as document doc101, something like that. Here I'll try to give some ID called doc101. I will try to give. Is it clear, everyone? And here what I will try to do is a separate ID given for this particular document. Okay. And here I'll try to give some employee number. Employee number. I'll try to give some 1001, something like that. This is one document. All documents you have to create separately. In this type of databases, the data will be stored in the form of key and value pair format. And here you can create one more, personal details. Is it clear? Here you can get personal details, bracket open, bracket close. And for every document, you have to create a separate ID, something like doc 102. This one ID. And here I'll try to give employee number. Employee number separately. Every employee will have different numbers, no? 102 I'll give. Did you understand? Every document must have separate ID. and every employee will have separate ID. Are you following everyone? And here I'll try to give something like first name. Here I'll try to give first name. Here I'll try to give the first name, some Anil I will try to give. Is it clear? And here I'll try to give last name. Last name I'll try to give some Kumar. And here I'll try to give some date of birth. Date of birth I'll give some date of birth I'll give. Okay. So creating individual documents. This is one personal details document. This is one personal details document. Yes or no? And here what to do? Create one more document. Something like contact. Contact document I will try to create. Bracket open and bracket close. And every document must have some ID. I told you now. Doc 103 I will give some ID. Every document. Every individual document must have a separate ID. And the contact information, employee number also I will try to give. Did you understand everyone? This is not actually employee number. 1 minute you wait. Keep this space empty. Later we'll discuss about this. And here I have ID is that every document must have individual ID. And here I'll try to give the contact information like email ID colon. Here I'll try to give abc.def @ some gmail.com. This is one email ID. Comma, here I'll try to give phone number. Phone number also I'll give. Some number I will try to give. Yes or no? This is one document, contact document. Similarly, here you can create one more document. If you observe clearly, what is the difference? All these documents are independent on each other. Here, these all documents are kept in another document. See, these all are kept in employee document. This is an embedded document. This is normalized document. In normalized document, create the separate documents. Here also within the address, what I will do? I'll try to give ID because every document will have a separate ID. 104 I will try to give. And here I'll try to give something like, here I'll try to give some area colon, some Gachibowli. And here I'll try to give some city colon. I'll try to give some Hyderabad, city colon Hyderabad I will try to give. And here I'll try to give state colon Telangana state I will give. Now these all are individual documents if you observe clearly. There is no relation between these documents. Only one point, if you want to create a normalized data model, this is normalized data model. Okay, na? This is what? Embedded data model. This is embedded. This is embedded data model. This is what? Normalized data model. In normalized data model, create the individual documents. And every document must be assigned with some ID. A unique ID is assigned to each and every document. This is also one document. ID, number, this is one document. Is it clear? And here if you observe clearly, something like, this is another document. Personal details ID is doc 102. Contact details ID is doc 103. Address detail ID is doc 104. Now if you want to establish the relation between these documents, relation will exist between these document. Here the relation can be established by using this document ID. Is it clear? So whose personal details is this? Which document? This personal details belongs to 1001. Very good. But this 1001 belongs to information is available in which document? Doc 101. So the document ID you have to register in personal details. Which document ID? Employee document ID. Here I'll try to give colon. Which documents? Doc 101. Doc 101. Is it clear, everyone? In relational database, you have primary key and foreign key is there, no? Common column must exist between the tables. Here, the document ID must be registered here. Is it clear? EMP doc 101. Here also you have to register. In which details? In contact details also you have to register. In contact details also you have to register. Doc 101. In address also you have to register. Doc 101. These all are individual documents, but you need to establish the relation between these documents. Rule number 1 is create a separate ID for each and every document. So totally 4 documents came: employee document, personal details document, contact document, and address document. And rule number 1, every document must be assigned with some unique ID. Every document must have some unique ID. Here I have given the ID as doc 101, here doc 102, here doc 103, here you have to give ID doc 102, here doc 103, here doc 104. And then if you want to establish the relation between these documents, what to do? Is it clear? You have to assign the document ID in all the other documents. Is it clear? This is the information about the person. Whose personal details is this? Doc 101. Doc 101 means 1001. First name is Anil, last name is Kumar, date of birth is this. And whose contact information is this? Doc 103. Sorry, Doc 101. Whose contact information is Doc 101? Is it clear? So to establish the relations between these documents, you have to use the document, one document ID you have to register in another document to establish what? Relation between these documents. This is how you can work with normalized data model. This is embedded data model. We are discussing about data model techniques in MongoDB. There are 2 types of data models are there. One is embedded data model. Other one is normalized data model. Embedded data model, creating multiple documents in a single document. Creating multiple documents in a single document. That is embedded data model. Normalized data model means creating the individual documents and then establish the relation between these documents by assigning the document ID. Which document you want to assign all the other documents, the document ID you have to register in every document. This is what I'm showing you here also. You can see this is your which one? Normalized data model. There you see, here you have ID. The same, this is document 101 registered in document here. Personal details as well as contact details. Another one is address details. Every document will have a unique ID must be assigned for each and every particular document. I hope everyone understood. So this is how you can discuss. We can work on data modeling in MongoDB. Practically, we'll watch these all the things. Monday mostly will I will tell you how to install the softwares related to MongoDB and how to work with MongoDB database. For more videos, try to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Have a